grateful to you.
You don't have to keep that up.
No, I can't.
I know. The time is 10 to 9. Now we're going to talk about a singer-songwriter, a very interesting story behind it. Eleanor McEvoy is her name. She became a household name in Ireland when her song Only a Woman's Heart featured on the best-selling album in Irish history.
But her more recent success has been from a little-known track off an album released 10 years ago. It's a song called Sophie. It tells a personal tale of a young girl battling with anorexia. Now, women all over the world are gaining comfort from it through the internet. Eleanor joins us now. Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, how
It's
are you?
amazing because you had the song you wrote 10 years ago, and if you go to YouTube and type in Sophie and Eleanor McEvoy, all these videos pop up of girls who've related their experience to your song.
That's right, and a whole lot of people have done films. You know, some of them have gone to huge trouble to do animated films, etc., telling the story of the song.
So where did it come from then? Do you have friends who had anorexia?
I had two more acquaintances than friends, to be honest, who had anorexia, and one of them, I guess, made a big impression on me. I was thinking, why is she doing this? Look at the effect it's having on her family. I was very aware of the effect it was having on her family. And it wasn't a song I intended to write, but like so many of the songs that I do write, I was trying to write another song, and it kept coming out, and it kept the lyrics kept being about this other character rather than the song I was trying to write. So in the end I said, oh damn it, just write the damn song about anorexia, get it out of the way, you don't have to play it to anybody, and then get on with your other song.
You do have to play it to us now, though, if you'd be so kind, just so that we can see
Yes,
the one
sure,
video.
an idea. I can give you a couple of
couple
first verse or something of it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Sophie cannot finish her dinner, says she's eaten enough. Sophie's trying to make herself thinner, says she's eaten too much. And her brother says you're joking, and her mother's heart is broken. Sophie has a hard time coping, and besides, Sophie's hoping. Goes on into the chorus then. So.
Have people written to you about that song and told you about the influence it's had on their life if they are suffering?
Yes, they have. I mean, I had received a couple of letters about it anyway, but that's not unusual. I do write unusual songs and I do get letters about them a lot. But really with the internet now, I guess it's so much easier for people to write to you. So the messages were flooding into the MySpace page, etc. Saying, like, one girl said, you know, it saved my life, this song. Somebody else said, my therapist asked me to listen to this song and it's had this effect on me, you know.
What's really good looking at the different versions that people have done, put pictures to your song, is it's created a forum with the comments. So they know that they're not alone and they can, in a sense, communicate with each other by seeing each other's experience.
Exactly. I mean, I've always been a huge believer in the healing power of music. I know in my life it's been a very healing kind of force, and I wish our medical community got a bit more on top of it. I'd love to go see a situation where you go to the doctor and he'd say, oh, you're a bit depressed, and we'll listen to 2 tracks from the Alicia Dixon album and 1 more track from the Leonard Cohen album, and do that 3 times a day and come back and see me next week. You know, supermarket chains are aware of it. They know what to play to keep you in a restaurant or in a supermarket, you know, to make you buy.
And what's extraordinary, though, is it's 10 years old. You sort of slotted it in the middle of an album.
Yeah, track 10 or something.
Are you making any? You should be. Are you making any money out of it now? Did you get increased sales or what?
No. Well, you see, having been on a major label, I was with Columbia Records at the time when I made that album in New York, signed to out in New York, and they made the album. I was dropped a short time afterwards. We've gone on, did 5 independent albums now since that. You know, the 8th one came out this year. But I don't own it, and they're not selling
it.
Don't own it? No, I've tried to buy it back. Well, I don't have a copy for a start. I can't buy a copy. They're not selling it, and they won't sell it to me. So I've tried to, with lawyers.
So it's owned by them now?
It's owned by them, and they, you know, they say, well, it's available. It's so frustrating. But who do you scream at? You know, you go to the Sony building in Madison Avenue in New York. You stand outside and you go, which person on which floor do I talk to here?
When you play it, if you play it on stage, you have to pay a royalty to them now for it.
No, that would come to me eventually. Okay. Well, yeah, some of it would go to the publisher's EMI, which is fair enough.
What are you writing at the moment? You know, you said that you write quite difficult songs.
I do, yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Well, I've actually lightened up in recent years a lot. I don't know why. I guess I've become a bit happier as a person. I was recently actually out in Uganda with Oxfam Ireland, and I wrote a song there called Oh Uganda. And it's very bizarre because the photographer from that trip put some of the photos up on YouTube. And sometimes when you're watching a Sophie video, it comes up as the next video, and you're looking at this bizarre situation. We're here in the West, you know, people are starving themselves voluntarily, and in Uganda they don't have enough food to eat.
Well, isn't that a good lesson?
Very, very strange, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Eleanor, thanks very much for coming in.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
And it's a great thing that such a good song's been revived too, really.
It is. And it's providing comfort to a lot of people. Eleanor, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
5 to 9 with the Glitter Balls.